Welcome to another episode of Candid Conversations, hosted by your truly tech coach, Ralph, where we are engineer twin. In today's Candid Conversation, I want to talk to you about the top skill that you need. You can even say this is the one skill that you need in order to help you get into tech and pretty much get into anything else. I say one because this top skill will lead to you figuring everything else out. And I'm going to share that with you today. That's my gift to you. But before we do that, do me a big favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time that we go live and drop new content, as well as go to techcoachralph.dev where you can sign up for exclusive content. You can sign up for free, but I just uploaded the sprint reviews that I did, the full Scrum night. I have videos on how to use LinkedIn effectively, how to use Glassdoor effectively, how to use AI, how to update your resume. I'm going to be going live in November, updating my resume. I just got to schedule it, and so much more to come. So that's techcoachralph.dev. Sign up today. You can sign up for free, and then you can upgrade later. And there are still some spots open for one-on-one coaching if you want me to help you help yourself so that we can run it up together and you can make that transition that you've been looking to make, right? That is techcoachralph.dev, right? With that being said, we are going to jump into this topic of conversation for today. What do I believe is the top skill that you do not have that is holding you back from actually transitioning into tech or any other field that you want to get into, right? So, believe it or not, you might be surprised by this, you might not be, but what I say is the top skill that you need to get into tech is problem-solving skills. That's it. Critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills. You need that in order to get into tech successfully. If you do not have that, you will not last in tech at all, regardless of the position. Whether it's a Scrum Master, whether it's a product owner, whether it's a project manager, whether it's a software engineer, whether it's a QA engineer, whether it's a DevOps engineer, whether it's a cybersecurity engineer, and the list goes on and on and on. Whatever the role is, if you do not have problem-solving skills, you will not survive. You will not even get into tech, right? Somebody might give you a chance, but they're going to say, they can't solve problems. Engineers are meant to solve problems. Give us a problem, we'll find you a solution. It might take some time, but we'll find your solution. That is what I see from all the interactions that I have is people do not have problem-solving skills, and because they don't know how to solve problems, they end up not doing anything. And it ends up being kind of like a chicken and the egg situation, because I believe by doing things, you'll develop your problem-solving skills. You see, problem-solving skills and critical thinking is not something that you can just open a book or go to a class and learn. It is something that you develop. And how do you develop it? Well, it's the same way you develop anything, right? Let's say you or your child wants to develop how to shoot in basketball, right? Well, you can read a book, you can watch a video that they can show you like, okay, what is the proper form that you should be using? But until you actually practice it, go onto the court, get a ball, do the proper follow through and aiming and your elbow position, all that stuff, right? Until you actually do it over and over and over again, then it's all theory at that point. You're not solving any problems until you actually put yourself in the position to have the problem and then then you have to figure out a solution for it. Problem-solving skills. So in tech, let's say you want to be a software engineer and let's say you're learning how to do front-end development. Well, you're going to actually have to build something. Believe it or not, you actually have to learn something. And how do you learn something? Well, let's say you're taking a course, right? Let's say you're taking a front-end development course, but you're just stuck on, I'm going through the course, or let's say you're learning Python, for instance, right? Whatever you're learning, but you're just going through the motions of it, but you're not actually applying it and putting yourself into situations where you get stuck. You need to get stuck. You need to be in a bad position, and then you figure your way out of there. You figure your way out. And that's how you develop problem-solving skills. There are so many different opportunities that we have in day-to-day life, things that we do, hobbies that we have, to practice our problem solving skills. But I think sometimes we don't even see it that way. I'll give you a basic example. Crossword puzzles or Sudoku, figuring out how those things, like what's the like how those, the solutions to those, that's solving a problem. Figuring out how to, how to throw a football properly, a perfect spiral, or shoot a good jump shot. If you playing chess, even playing, I personally don't play video games, right? But playing video games is solving problems, depending on the video game you're playing, of course. Something that I love to do, jujitsu. That is the epitome of solving problems, because whichever position that you're in, whether you're on offense or defense, in the blink of an eye, you can go from offense to defense, and now you have another problem to solve. But even when you're on offense, you have a problem to solve as well. And it's a battle going on between two people. So you need to develop problem-solving skills. So now let's take it back to learning front-end development, right? So you're taking this course, and you're taking this course, and they're telling you, okay, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, the core basics of front-end development and full-stack development. So after you go through the first, module or whatever, and they have you do some meaningless project, okay, now create a page that has the names of your favorite restaurants or your friends, and then as you learn CSS, take that same page that you created, add some styling to it, add some header tags to it, add a link. As you learn these things, you add a link, and now, okay, let me update the text decoration, so like when I hover over it, it hides it, it displays it, whatever you want to do, like underlines it, But the key is you need to put yourself in a position where you have to solve a problem. And as you continue to learn, then you make it more challenging. You have to push yourself to the limit. You need to find a problem for you to solve. And guess what? If you don't have a particular idea, ask someone. Like simple as that. Ask someone. Say, hey Shirley, I'm learning HTML, CSS. I'm learning how to build websites, because Shirley might not even know what the hell HTML, CSS is, right? Say, I'm learning how to build websites. Can I build something for you? Sure. What do you like? What could I build for you? And, or you can suggest well, can you build a little picture portfolio for my cats and dogs? Maybe Shirley has 3 cats and 2 dogs. Who knows, right? But, you say, all right, cool, I'll do that. Give me the pictures. And then when you first start off, right, you might just put a header saying Shirley's cats and dogs. And then you just have pictures listed out under there. As you continue to progress through the course, and you do your research on Google problem-solving skills, as you solve problems, okay, well, now how can I make these images next to each other? Now, how can I make them into a carousel, or how can I make them do a light box where it pops up when I click on one? All these things that you have to solve, these are all problems that you have to solve. But you're forcing yourself to push yourself further to solve these problems. That is how you develop these problem solving skills. And as you continue, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher. But that's the key, because as it gets tougher, figuring out more problems in the future gets a lot easier. You get better in how to search for things. You start learning the coding syntax. Let's say you're taking a Python course, for instance, right? You don't want to depend on somebody to ask them every little question. No, you want to be able to figure it out. So you're taking this course, and they're having a Python course, and they're having you do this project and that project. I say stop and wait. Okay, let me say, all right, in parallel, I'm going to build something that is not what the course is teaching me how to do exactly. And that way now I can start researching how to figure these things out. How can I do this in Python? And sometimes sometimes you'll be stuck for a while. And then as you progress through the course, you figure it out. But you want to start off with something that is challenging to you for you to do. And that motivates you. Like, I don't know about you, but I love solving problems. Like I'll be on a live stream and I'll be like, spend the whole 2 hours trying to figure out one thing. But then at the end, it works. And like, wow, like I figured this out. Sometimes it doesn't. We have like, well, you know what? We'll continue on this next week. We will continue on this next week. But that problem solving skill is super important, because if you don't develop that, then honestly, you're not going to be much use, and you can easily be replaced. People who cannot solve problems can easily be replaced, because at that point, you're just a number. You're just a robot. I always have my eyes open to see, okay, what problems exist and what solutions can I find for those problems? And sometimes you might not even know the solution right away, but when you know that there's a problem, you're aware to say, okay, oh, like you learn something else over here, and like, oh, you know what, this might be applicable over there. So that's why I say, like, you need to develop, like, however it is that you have to start, right? But you need to start figuring out how to solve problems. Now, I'm not going to say go out and just play video games all day long, but you need to start figuring out how to solve problems. That is the key to your success into getting into tech. If you can show to a company, like on your resume, in your interview, that you have solved problems and that you're going to solve problems for them, because guess what? I think companies care a little, like they care less about your technical skills and more about your problem solving skills, because people can acquire technical skills, but a lot of people cannot develop problem solving skills. I pride myself as being the person that people come to when they have a problem that they're stuck on, and me investigating and trying to find a solution to it. Like I come up with all types of QA solutions, automation solutions, learning DevOps and things like that in order to provide solutions. See, I don't let my title or necessarily my job description define what I can and I cannot do, because guess what? Now, when I learn these new tools and skills and know how to solve these new problems, then I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm either going to go to another job description, or you're going to update this job description, and then I should be compensated for it as well. So I don't put limitations on me, because if I stick to my job description, then I'm not going to learn. I'm just going to do exactly what it is. I'm just going to be average forever. And I just don't have that mindset. I believe that we need to always be looking how to solve new problems. Because when you continue to solve problems, you start opening doors for many other people. That's my thoughts behind it. So, like I said, your top priority, the number one skill that you need, is problem solving skills. You have to develop that. That should be your top priority, because once you can solve problems, then whatever that it is you're doing is going to become a problem for you. And you're just going to say, okay, how can I solve this? How can I solve that? How can I maneuver here? How can I maneuver there? What am I missing? You know how to put things in its proper place, and like, okay, this is here. This is my objective. These are the things I'm going to try to get there, and see how far I get on each one of them. And the third one might just take me all the way there. I'm like, all right, cool. But don't neglect the fourth and fifth option, because they might take you there too, but they might be better. My motto on this channel is, we make it work and then we make it better. We make it work and then we make it better. That's how I see things. And the reason that we make it work, because making it work is solving a problem. Making it better is solving another problem. And that's why I say that is my top skill that is needed. So many people, the reason that they are not successful is because they do not have the proper problem solving skills. And they think that reading a book, taking a course is going to teach them those skills, which is utterly false. That will teach you how to follow along and write HTML tags and CSS tags and JavaScript and whatever, but it will not teach you how to solve the day-to-day problems. Like every single day, I'm running into a new issue, a new problem that needs to be solved. Because if I wasn't, then I would just find another job that would give me that opportunity. Because I am an engineer. I'm a QA engineer, but the software engineers do the same exact thing. They solve problems on like the projects that we work on are big problems when we're building new software. That's a big problem that we have, and then we break it down into small little problems that need to be resolved. And every single one of those problems, we're making a game plan on how we're going to tackle that problem. Tech is all about problem solving. Whether you're in project management trying to solve a timeline, whether you're in product management who's trying to see what's going to be the best product for the consumer, whether you're in DevOps trying to say, okay, what's going to be the best tools, the best CI/CD pipeline that's going to make it the most efficient, but also the most cost effective. Same goes for cybersecurity. So many different options. But the key is to all of this and to like pretty much to life, right? Not even only restricted to tech, but to everything is developing your problem solving skills. And I think if you do that, your chances are going to skyrocket exponentially because guess what? You are going to separate yourself from the competition. You're going to separate yourself from the competition. Now, if you actually need help, now that you start separating yourself from the competition, or maybe you need help to develop those problem solving skills, right? Then I need you to do me a big favor. What is that favor? Well, that video, the first thing we're going to start off with is you're going to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and drop new content. And most importantly, you're going to go to techcoachralph.dev. You're going to start off by signing up for free. And then, if you need my help one-on-one, you can get a tiered package. You can get one-on-one coaching with me, one-on-one coaching, and I can help you develop your problem-solving skills. I'll tell you this. All right. Don't tell anybody this. Don't tell anybody this because I probably shouldn't be sharing this with you. But some of the people that I'm coaching, it is a true love-hate relationship. They love me because I push the hell out of them. I make them super uncomfortable in places that they've never been sought to, that they've never seen. I started coaching someone, and 2 weeks later, they did a boot camp like before I started coaching them. 2 weeks later, I'm like, all right, well, you should be downloading Docker and doing all of this. And then they were like, I don't know what Docker is. I don't think I can do this. And then I'm like, well, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. So just shut the hell up and do it. Within a month, they're navigating through Docker with no issues and they're all comfortable and stuff like that. Not an expert by any means, but they knew how to use it enough to solve a problem, how to start up an application because they had to test. So it's a love-hate relationship because they love me because I get them a lot further than they were, but they hate me because they say I'm hard on them. They say I'm hard on them. And you know what I respond? I say, you know what? Thank you very much because I am not here to be your friend. I am here for you to win. I say, win first. Let's be friends later. And we don't have to be friends. If we can be great, but if not, I don't care. I would rather you win. If you're going to work with me, the primary reason is to win, right? And then after winning is all said and done, now, we we can be cool. We can be friends, whatever. I don't mind. But my top priority is you winning. Okay? All right? So that is techcoachdraft.dev, exclusive content, how to use your calendar effectively so that you can manage your time. I'm going to actually post this this app that I've been using to always be on top of my meetings, right? In the Patreon. But that is, so we have like how to use LinkedIn effectively, how to research jobs, how to research companies, how to use Glassdoor to how to find like the different role requirements, the salary expectations, things of that nature, how to use AI to know what type of questions you can be expecting from an interview, as well as what type of questions you should be asking in an interview, right? Because that's very, very important as well. And, sometimes I do live streams, or I do where you can call in and like I have a coding session where if you have any questions about code or anything like that. So that is what you want to check out. That's techcoachdraft.dev. You can sign up for free, and then you can, if you want to get a tiered plan, if you want to get one-on-one coaching, you can upgrade from there. techcoachdraft.dev. Right. But with that being said, I'm going to get out of here with you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of Candid Conversations. I will see you guys next time. This is Tech Coach Ralph. We are out.
I just stepped out, cap and gown in hand. Dreams in my pocket, got a future so grand. Coding all night, learn the language right. Now I'm ready for the world, my future's so bright. Heart racing fast, I check my email twice. Hoping for that call, yeah, it's gonna feel nice. I'm on my way to the top, can nobody stop me. Dreaming big, working hard, just wait and see. Entry level today, but I'm reaching for more. Here I come, world, I'm ready to soar. Interviews lined up, gotta show my skill. Confidence on high, yeah, I'm ready for the thrill. Got my resume tight and my passion on display.